3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. We have a liftoff.
Okay, my bad. I don't know. What happened there, but I was having a technical problem right there. Let's just go ahead and let's just go ahead and get the show started. Copy link. Monty, what's up, my boy? I'm just trying to get this link up. Do me a favor, share the link if you can. Trying to get these subs up. Trying to be the hottest mic on the planet right now. So if you could do me that favor, that'd be great. What the fuck? Delete. YouTube.com/volume takes. I don't know why this joint not opening up my link. Share. 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 Copy. Done. Here. Here. Alright, so it says that the crew is here. So I'm about to I posted where I wanted to post. It says we're here. Let's not hide the members. Let's side to side. Turn your camera on, gang. I see you. Are you cold?
No, supposedly no.
Why the hell are you late again?
I was here. It just wasn't connected to Discord.
I don't want to hear that shit. You was late. Pull the notes up.
Yeah, I was here.
Yeah.
At 6:58.
Yeah. You ain't respond to the message, so to me you wasn't here. Anyway, let's get the show started. How's everybody doing today? We doing good? We live? How you feeling today, boy? Like my do-rag? Hating ass nigga. You was a hating ass nigga. That's what you is. You was a hating ass nigga. That's all.
I couldn't find my do-rag, so I'm hating today.
Oh, whatever. Anyway.
Well, you got minute.
That's true. I get you that. You still a hating ass nigga though. Let's get the show started. We had a great weekend. Did we not have a great weekend of football? A great weekend of football.
No, I did not.
You didn't have you didn't have a great weekend of football. You did take 2 back-to-back L's on both days. I apologize. That second one I wasn't expecting. The first one I wasn't expecting either. But actually, this was really an upsetting weekend of football for you. But let's just get into it. Ohio State
Fire every fucking body.
lost to Michigan in an upsetting fashion. What was the final score? Was it 13-0? 13-10? 13-10 by 3. Aaron, what's up, my boy? Do me a favor, share the link, post the link on Facebook, do what you gotta do, get us out there, get some people in here. I'm trying to cause a stir tonight. Tonight, I got some hot shit to talk. So, just get some fellas in here so that people can hear how egregious I sound on this hot mic tonight. 0-4 in the last 4 meetings with Michigan, and in those 4 meetings, Ryan Day has been the head coach all 4 times. Was Saturday Ryan's last day facing Michigan as a head coach of Ohio State?
I don't know. What makes me say that is because he's literally so good against everybody else. But in this, if you know anything about this rivalry, if you don't beat that team, you will be gone.
And he's had
so like that. He's 1-5 against them.
Yeah.
What makes me be like, as he recruits so well.
He does do a good job.
So it's like,
y'all spent a shit ton of money this off season.
$20 million.
Y'all got the richest team in the country. How y'all not win that game, bro? How do y'all not win that game?
This is my biggest problem. But first, let me answer your question. I do think he got one more year.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be surprised if they fire him? Absolutely not. But I think he'll have one more year.
Is it dramatic to fire him?
Kind of, but like at the end of the day, like I said, you gotta win this game, especially this game. They don't have offense. They don't have a goddamn.
I would agree to fire him if he loses first round in the playoffs. I would agree to fire him if they don't make it to the Final Four. That's when I agree to fire him.
If we don't make it to the championship, fire him.
I don't think y'all making it that far. Depends on who y'all match. It is, bro. I think it's a matchup thing. I genuinely
we can play with anybody. That's the thing that makes me upset.
I think it's a matchup thing. I genuinely think it's a matchup thing. Because there's going to be teams like, I think, teams that take the deep shots. You know what I'm saying? Because Michigan shouldn't have won that game. But they shouldn't have won that game. Okay? However, defensively, I keep going back to this team because we're the only people that beat y'all in the way that we did. Oregon, offensively, our scheme versus y'all was take the deep shots. We kept throwing the deep ball. Nobody all season has been able to do that versus y'all. And I would say that would be the formula of beating y'all is to take the deep shots when y'all can.
And y'all still barely beat us.
So,
but that's what I'm saying. We're a good team. That's what's making me mad, though, bro. Cause like, and this is my biggest thing with Ryan Day and Chip Kelly too. They want to be like the big Doug so bad that we can do whatever we want to do against you. Mm-hmm. It is so clear. Stop running the ball between it. Like, it is not working. I'm sorry. I know we're supposed to be the big Ohio State. Mason Graham in 78.
Mason Graham was put in BTA. Mason Graham had a field day.
And we have a backup center and a backup left guard. But you're trying to run a ball down the throw the ball, bro. The mismatch is in the air. Every time we had successful drives, we went 2 minutes, we were hurry up. It was just like clockwork. It was easy. We're moving the ball so easy. Mm-hmm. We have like the best receiving core in the fucking college football.
Y'all have technically the best. Bro. You technically have the best all-around offense in college football. You have one of the best.
Bro, we want to run. I get it, bro. We got two amazing bats. Today is not y'all day, bro. The way the scheme
this
is
year is not
y'all
year. I ain't gonna lie.
Throw the ball.
Yeah.
Throw the ball.
My thing on it is just, you know.
They were triple teaming JJ. Somebody else was open.
Tate was having a day. Keep throwing
it to him, bro. Like
Tate was having a day.
Booker was having a good first half. Like, throw the ball. Stop. Get out of this one tight end and try to run that inside zone split. Get out of that shit. It's not working. Only time we had success running the ball is when you hit the edges. Hit the edges if you're going to run the ball.
Yeah, y'all wide zone is really good.
Doing that fucking inside zone. And the shit just a waste of a down.
It is.
And then we get the third and long and they blitz us in. You know what I mean? Like, come on, like, just waste of a drive, bro. So like, I'm sorry, guys.
I think if, like I said, if Ryan Day doesn't get to the Final Four with that team, with that roster, you have to let him go. He has to move on. And
don't get me fucking started on Will fucking Howard, bro.
Yeah. What did I say? What did I say? I said in the preseason. I said this when y'all actually got him in the transfer portal. I said, Will Howard is not going to be that great. What school did he come from? Oh, not a pass-heavy type of school? What kind of school are you guys? Pass-heavy type of concept kind of guys. And because Ryan Day knows that, look what y'all primarily try to do. Y'all try to set the run up so that y'all throws can be open. I said that.
That's not Ryan Day, man. Are you telling me you got an offense you can't afford a fucking good quarterback?
What the hell just happened? Somebody in the chat tell me if we're still there. Something just happened to my computer. I don't know what just happened.
Like, God, how did you get Cam Ward over us? You tell me that.
Is it still live? Okay, we're still live. I don't know what the hell's going on. Hello? Okay, cool.
You know,
I don't know what the hell just happened. Something just happened. My whole shit just conked out. Okay, we're still here. We're still live. All right. Yeah. That would have been if you guys would have got Cam Ward. Then that changes the whole dynamic. I don't know how Mario got. I don't know how Mario got him. I don't know how Mario got. Maybe it was convincing. Like, yo, like this conference isn't gonna be all that great this year. You know what I'm saying? This is a chance for you to shine and stand out. You know what I'm saying? Boost yourself to be. I think maybe that's why.
he don't get bigger shine than going to Ohio State. You know that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the U. The story of the U.
Nah.
The story of the U. The story of the U will be.
What program is bigger, Miami or Ohio State?
Right now, it's Ohio State. But imagine if the U did come back consistently.
20 years. It's Ohio State.
But imagine if the U did come back like they look like. You know what I'm saying?
They did it.
I mean, they still in the playoffs technically. Well, actually, they need. We'll get to that in a second. They need a couple things to shake up. They need SMU to lose for them to get in, or whatever the case may be. I don't think.
At the end of the day, bro.
But like I said, the
way
they come back.
Ryan Day, you can't get a quarterback that can throw the ball. That's not my fault. That's your fault, buddy. You got Will Howard. He's supposed to have the answers. He didn't have the answers.
Who would you target in the transfer portal now if you're going in a transfer portal?
I think Aaron Nolan should be good next year.
The backup, the guy
he was a true freshman.
Okay.
He got some 5 stars on the bench.
You got 5 stars everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so towards the end of the game, we saw a big brawl because Michigan wanted to plant the flag at Ohio State. And then we've seen it across all of college football for rivalry weekend. It was crazy. Arizona State, NC State, UNC. Who else? There was a couple other teams. Texas A&M, Florida State. It got real nasty this weekend.
But it feels like you can't let that go. You're not about to do that, buddy.
Yeah, but I want to. So my question is it a problem or is it a healthy thing for college football?
I think it's a little bit of both because I earned my right to stand outside of being in school. But I'm not mad at the other team. Like, nah, we're not doing it. Like, I hate seeing fights when you could have fought on that goddamn field.
Facts.
I hate seeing fight, but at the end of the day, it's not like they just let them win. You know what I mean? Nobody wanted to lose. Everybody was out there fighting too.
Facts.
Like, that don't give you the option to just sit there and let disrespect happen.
I have absolutely no problem with it. I have zero problem with it because
I think they're gonna ban it though because of the fights.
I hope not. But I have zero problem with it because at the like you said, at the end of the day, you have 60 minutes to brawl. You got 60 minutes to fight. You know what I'm saying? You got 60 minutes to put BTA pads on. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn to separate yourself from those situations. I think it's great because I'm tired of seeing these guys shake hands during the game. I'm tired of seeing these guys give each other hugs. Like, I'm going to use Travis as an example, Travis Hunter, because he's the one I mainly see do it. Everybody likes to applaud the sportsmanship and the camaraderie or whatever the case may be. And I love Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? I love the person that he is, the player that he is, you know what I'm saying, on and off the field. I miss the Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore types of beef. But
it shouldn't have to go that far.
But did you not like to see that though? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Andre Johnson and what's Cuz name? I miss Odell, Josh Norman. I miss them type of beefs, bro. Like
I like the competitiveness where like
Ray Lewis, Eddie George. I miss that kind of.
You literally have the opportunity to physically harm somebody. Why do you have to fight them?
So all right. So I'm naming NFL players. Would we like to see something similar in the NFL? We did see something similar in the NFL one year, and it bit them in the ass later. But so Talk about the
When the
Ravens Titans.
When the Titans did that on our field,
Yeah,
and get back a motherfucking nigga.
get back was a mug, and they haven't been back to the playoffs since. I don't think. But would you like to see something like that in the NFL? No.
Well, first of all, I think college is different than tradition. You know what I mean? It hit a little harder. You know what I mean? Like,
I think
these traditions been going
I
on
think
for
if
years
it's
and years and
out
years.
of division games, or if it's out of division games, not really. But if it's
Right,
like
even in division games,
I think
like the
division
Steelers
games
and the
would be
Ravens, they
I-
do hate each other,
I think
but it's a
that'd be crazy.
respect there at the same time.
I think that'd be crazy. I would like to see that in the division games. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would love to see that in the division games because I feel like that just
Right,
brews a fire. That makes the rivalry more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's chicken
I don't
is
think it would hit.
chicken is good, but chicken with some sauce. Ah.
I don't think
Now
we'll
we
hit the same
talking.
NFL.
Now we talk. I don't think so either, but I would like to see it in the NFL. I would like to see it because I think when the Titans did it, I'm like, yo, they can't be for real. They really just did that. But I would like to see
Yeah,
it.
it was. Yeah, they was dragging.
They OD. Moving on, college football TV favorites. I think Miami and CU have been the teams to favorably watch all year
That's the quarterback.
because of the quarterbacks. I think whether you hate them or you love them, the Buffaloes have been great to watch all year. Whether they win or lose, they have been in great games. I think the worst game to watch this year was probably the Kansas game, and behind that was the Nebraska game. I think those are the two hardest games to watch. If you were like a fan and if you're really rooting for them. The Miami game and lost to Syracuse. I think it hurts Cam Ward's Heisman. Heisman. I don't think he was going to get it, but I think it hurts him in the Heisman race significantly. I think right now it's a 2-man race between Hunter and Jency, but we'll talk about that later. Two teams not making the playoffs, potentially. I don't know. Miami needs SMU to lose. I don't see them losing for them to get in. But let's just say 90% chance they don't make it. Would we like to see these two teams face each other? I said in the playoff game, that would be great. A bowl game is not as great, but it'd be good though. A bowl game, especially because Coach Prime said, Shador, Shiloh, Trav, and the rest of the starters will be playing for the bowl game. Would you like to see that game nationally televised at the Holiday Bowl?
Yeah, Miami got to have the same thing. If all their people don't play, then I don't want to see it.
That is true. I feel like bowl games. I get it. You don't want to get hurt before the draft or whatever the case may be, but I just feel like as a football player, you should want to play. You should want to play. Should feel like.
I think they do want to play, but literally, it's a business at this point.
That is true. Your body is a business.
It's a business, so I don't blame nobody that don't play.
I don't hold it against them, but I would love to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I would love to see it.
So hopefully, on a good note.
Yeah, so hopefully, we do get to see them. I don't know about Shador. If you're gonna play in this bowl game, I don't understand playing in that East and West Shrine Bowl now. I mean, like I said last week, I said the only reason why I could see him playing in it is because if he plays poorly in his last few games to boost the draft stock, but I mean, he's already going 1 or 2. I don't think you could get, any more certified than that.
Not 5 million yards, bro.
So,
There's a lot of games that goes for 450.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but that's true. But he's not technically, but to some. I'm gonna just say some. To viewers out there, he is still unproven, and he's still not better than the guy that he's going up against as far as draft position. And I think both quarterbacks are great. Yeah, I think both quarterbacks are great. The only thing I don't like about Cam is he's flat-footed in the pocket. He doesn't move.
Yeah, it's about everybody. Everybody got it in.
Yeah. The one thing I don't like about Cam is that he's flat-footed. The one thing I don't like about Shador, he tries to play extend too much. Know when to get the ball out. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the line that you're playing with. Protect yourself. Throw the ball away. You know what I'm saying? A lot of your sacks.
But I feel as though he knows something we don't. Because if he don't try to make a lot of those plays, I don't know if Colorado wins.
That is true. That's also another true point. But like, you got to protect yourself at the end of the day too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What I didn't know is that sacks count as negative rushing yards in college football.
Yeah.
I didn't know that up until a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So he's like in the negative when it comes to rushing yards, but I really don't.
That's why Colorado rushing always looks so bad.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I really didn't know. I just found it out a couple weeks. He looked, but like I said, he looked good versus Oklahoma State. He looked good versus Kansas too. Like, he looked really good versus Kansas. I think
They only got the ball. They didn't get the ball that many times.
I think that one drive where they had the punt in the third was the game right there. I think you don't score on that drive because that was a game where you had to score every drive, whether it was 3 or 7.
Kansas literally scored, and they did punt
Every drive.
You're not gonna win when that happens.
Apparently, the punter's family came across the world to watch him play. Then you see him
The
punt.
Kansas game,
Mm-hmm.
like he was chilling.
He was chilling. He ain't even like. I know he was mad. I know he. I'm like, damn, these niggas can't get a stop for nothing. Like, damn. So moving on to the next topic, we're gonna close out on that. I would like to see Miami and Colorado in the Holiday Bowl, especially if Cam would play. That would be a really good game. That would essentially feel like a playoff game. I guarantee you that would get more views than a playoff game. College football championship prediction. Who do you think will come out on top with who's in now? I just got the notification.
Before I say who I think is going to win, they want Alabama to be in the playoffs so goddamn bad.
So bad.
So goddamn bad.
So bad.
But I think there's a few teams. I think it's like if everybody plays their best, I can see 4 teams winning the championship. Oregon, Texas, Ohio State, and Georgia. Honestly, nobody else I got for winning.
Okay.
Tennessee and Bama are on the outskirts.
Okay.
Because I do think if Bama play their best, I just don't think their defense is good enough. Because they're like, I don't think. But like at the end of the day, if Miro is on for a game, he could, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I light it up.
We're gonna get to them in a second.
I got Bama and Tennessee on like the outskirts, like I wouldn't be surprised if they won. But like I got like those are 4. I feel confident that one of those 4 are gonna win.
Okay. Let's see what they did here. So, I'm looking at the bracket now as it just updated 12 minutes ago.
But y'all got to buy, right?
Yeah. So the first 4 teams in the first round, the top 4 teams have a bye. Right now, it's
not all 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at the bracket right now. Top 4 teams. Boise State is at 4. They have a bye. Oregon is at 1. We have a bye. SMU is at 3. They have a bye. Texas is at 2. They have a bye. First round would be Arizona. As of right now, it's Arizona State versus Penn State. Tennessee versus Ohio State. Alabama versus Notre Dame. Indiana versus Georgia. I think Georgia has probably the easiest path.
What number are they at?
They're at 5.
5 is always, like when you said 5 is going to be the easiest path to the championship.
So
you get
they
to miss
have
out on a lot of the big dogs until the championship.
They have Indiana.
9 is going to be the toughest, and that's Indiana.
Yep. They have Indiana.
9 is the toughest.
And that would be a home game for them. And then they would play Texas. I would assume that's at a neutral site at that point. I feel like that first round bye, you have to give us a home game, bro. Like, you have to give us a home. That feels so, like, how do you give the first round people chances to play at home, but then in the next round you don't?
But you're already advanced, though, bro. It's like, y'all going to win without even playing. So
yeah, but that's because we earned that. Like, give us a home playoff game, please. Our fans deserve that. We deserve that. I feel like we deserve that.
Don't work like that.
So, but and this isn't even really truly set right now because
Yeah, because Texas and Georgia got to play in the SEC championship.
and then
So whoever wins that is going to be two.
yep, and
And then who's in the Big Ten championship? Y'all in Indiana?
us in Penn State. Yeah.
So yeah, Penn State can move up. How far down? They're not going to move down too far if they lose.
They'll probably swap spots with you guys, or they'll either swap spots with you guys or Arizona State.
Because we beat Penn State, so
Yeah, they'll probably
I
swap
don't know
spots
how
with
that.
Arizona
I don't know how
State.
that would be.
Yeah,
At 12, they're not going to drop that far.
yeah, they will.
To 12,
Yeah,
from 3 to 12,
yes, y'all just dropped from
Yeah.
2 to 6.
7.
No, it says right here y'all are 6
Who was 7?
in the bracket. It says right here that y'all are 6 in the bracket. I don't know.
That's not right now, bro.
Yeah, it
Who is
says
that?
Oregon, Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame. Notre Dame is in the top 4 now. Georgia,
No.
Ohio
right
State,
now, we are
Tennessee,
7 right now.
SMU. I'm talking about the bracket. This is
So
a
how's the
this is a
bracket
this is a
right?
this is a projected bracket. That's why this is a projected bracket because
okay.
we still got one more week. This isn't solidified,
Right.
so we still got one more week. So
Because right now, the actual ranking Oregon, Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, Georgia, Tennessee, Ohio State, SMU, Indiana, Boise, Alabama, ASU.
right,
So now,
yeah, and that's the projected bracket.
we're at 7 right now.
Well, the projected
Not
so y'all would play Tennessee in the first round, right?
6 times we play each other,
Yes,
so we play Tennessee regardless. Bro.
regardless. But that's what I'm saying. I think with the way how y'all dropped from 2 all the way to 6, and y'all beat Penn State. Penn State, they didn't play Indiana, did they? They didn't play Indiana. So that would move. That Indiana doesn't move. Well, Indiana will probably move up a couple spots. I think everybody would probably move up a couple spots, and Penn State would take that fall behind the teams that they obviously didn't beat, which would be Ohio State, Indiana. Yeah, they would fall right to 11, right to 12, right to 11 or 12. They would have the same record as, well, no. They might be ahead of Arizona State.
That's what I'm saying. They only be a 2-loss team.
They might be ahead of Arizona State. But Arizona State still has to play the Big 12 championship too. That's what I'm saying. Like they might end up with the same record eventually. They might end up with the same, well, how the hell does that work? Yeah, they would end up with the same record, potentially. They could potentially end up with the same record. So, yeah, I genuinely think it's a matchup. I genuinely think it's a matchup thing. I genuinely think it's a matchup. Bring us Penn State. Give me Penn State. Because they cannot throw the ball. And we don't.
We got the championship. In the Final Four.
In the Final Four and the semifinals, I have, let's see, if I'm looking at this bracket correctly, Oregon. And if Penn State isn't at that spot right there, I don't know who would be at that 3 spot. Would it be Notre Dame? So it'd be Notre Dame versus Arizona State. And then, so give me Notre Dame.
Just give me your first round. Give me based off that, since that's right there. Just give me based off that who you gonna win or lose with.
Okay, so yeah, so give me Oregon, Notre Dame, damn, bro. Bama and Texas.
That's I think that's pretty easy.
And this is me thinking, well, that's not based off this bracket. That's based off the next week's bracket. So, based off this bracket, right now it would be Oregon, Penn State. It would be Oregon, Penn State, Notre Dame, and yeah, Texas. Yeah.
That's who you got winning.
Yeah, that's with us. Cause if y'all, whoever comes out of that Tennessee or Ohio State game, I'm gonna pick us over both of y'all.
Yeah. So that's gonna play y'all out of that winner.
Yeah.
I want a brawl playoff team so bad.
Yeah. Because I think Penn State will beat Arizona State. I think like Penn State's defense is going to put a lot of pressure on that quarterback. And Scatterbo is good, but their run defense is really good too. So I think Penn State will get that win, especially at home too. If I'm looking at this bracket, the bracket maintains itself right here like this. I don't think Genty is running all over the place versus Penn State. And then Penn State will bump into us. I don't see Drew Aller beating us this weekend. I don't. I'm sorry. Drew Aller will have to beat us. Nick Singleton's not going to beat us. It's going to have to be Drew Aller. If we lose this game, it's because we shot ourselves in the foot. Because we are clearly the better team. To me, we are the better team versus Penn State. Because I feel like all around we are better than Penn State.
Oh, man, the only weapon he got is that big ass tight end 44. He had him.
He is a monster. But luckily, I have linebackers and safeties that can play coverage ball really well. By the playoffs, everybody should be healthy. Everybody should be back. I'm super excited. But yeah, that'd be my 4, and then we can revisit it on Tuesday after the championship weekend. But yeah, so moving on to the NFL. How are we on time? How are we on time? We're on time. We're good. Aziz got suspended for 3 days. Or 3 games. Excuse me, not 3 days. 3 games. And
I don't think it was that bad.
He appealed the suspension. Now, that's the thing. The GM said that it's an unfair suspension because, Derwin did the same thing. He only got a game suspension. Last year, I think it was Kareem Jackson got suspended, but he did it multiple times before getting suspended.
He got suspended like 2 different times. Right?
Yeah. And then other players just got fines. I
think it just looked bad.
I think what it was that got him suspended was the altercation afterwards. I think that's the part that. Yeah, I think that was the part that got him suspended. I don't think it was the initial hit that got him suspended because we've seen crazier hits this year than that one alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that was the hit. I don't think the hit got him suspended initially. Because he was already ejected from the game. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to suspend him future games. You might suspend him 1 game, but I think because of the brawl that happened and then him like going to the locker room, like, cursing at the fans, yelling at the people and stuff like that. NFL released a statement saying, that's not how we, want to be represented and stuff like that. The Shield is super, super against that and how he acted. What do you think? Should he have been suspended that long?
I think if he didn't give him a game, keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, quarterbacks, if you're going to slide, you got to slide.
Yeah.
Like, Travis slid late.
He did slide late.
So, I mean,
and it was within seconds.
Trevor's a big boy, too. Trevor's been known to try to run.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like, that's why I say, if you're going to slide, bro, you got to slide. Because, like, what do you expect him to do? Because then if he pull up and he get ran over, now he'd have been down. Mm-hmm. Now everybody laughing at him and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to, like,
and I think it protects the quarterback at the same time. Like, sliding immediately protects you at the same time.
Slide. You can't be mad at him for hitting him because he was
so that draws me into the next question. QB's fake sliding. We've seen it happen before.
Didn't they ban that after Kenny Pickett?
After Kenny Pickett, they banned it. But I feel like quarterbacks are getting away with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when quarterbacks
like fake give up,
they
speed up.
Yeah, they fake let up going towards the sideline and then they speed up again. I think
Mahomes does that.
I was gonna say Mahomes gets away with it the most. He gets away with it the most. Should that be a personal foul? Should that be a penalty?
If I go hit you, it's a personal foul.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think again.
I feel it's hard to judge that though.
I think it protects the players on both sides of the ball because, yes, although like football is a contact sport, but everybody has to remember football is a contact sport. Okay, when you put your pads on and you sign those waivers or you sign whatever you sign and you do your physicals, whatever the case may be, once you put those pads on and you step on the grass and you're like, all right, I'm here at practice, I'm here at the game, you are literally signing up to put your body on the line to run full speed into another person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're signing up to do that. So I feel like I've always been coached. I've always was told when we were coming up, you know, the only way you get hurt defensively, as a defensive player, the only way you get hurt because you're the one dealing the hit, you're the one that's dealing the pain.
Well, you're not going 100%.
If you're not going 100%, and I feel like that's how defensive players, you know, aren't able to protect themselves because they're not able to go 100% towards the person that they're targeting or to the person that they're about to hit because of a penalty. They're scared to get penalties. They're scared that they're going to get roughing the passer. They're scared that they're going to get illegal contact, or they're scared they're going to get targeting, personal foul, you know what I'm saying, unnecessary roughness. They're scared that they're going to get these penalties and put their teams in bad positions, but, you know, it's because of the new rules. You know, players should be able to go 100%. If you feel like you cannot deal with these hard hits, these brutal hits that are to come, then you should not be playing the sport. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? I feel like once the quarterback passes the line of scrimmage, technically, before you even pass the line of scrimmage, you are the 11th man on the field. You're the 11th man on the field. Okay? When you have the ball in your hands and you're handing the ball off, it's 10 versus 11. When you're throwing the ball, it's 10 versus 11. When you're running the ball, it's 11 versus 11 now. You know what I'm saying? Once you pass that line of scrimmage, you are no longer a protected player. You are a free runner, and we have to hit you as if you're a free runner. If your ass don't want to get hit, stay your ass in that pocket. Stay behind that line of scrimmage where you're protected. You know what I'm saying? But I think if you're going to slide immediately. Don't try and get those extra yards and slide because the NFL changed the rule to where the point that you start sliding is where they spot the ball. So you trying to fake slide an extra yard and a half, you're not going to get it. They're going to put you at the place where they spot the ball. Now, refs have been doing a really okay job at doing that and holding up to that this year, but I think it's the best way to protect players on both sides of the ball. Slide when you're supposed to slide immediately. You know what I'm saying? And that way the linebackers or safeties, DBs, whatever, whoever can let up early or in time. Yeah, I just think a 3-game suspension is a little heinous. I think that's a little I think that's OD, especially in a time where they need him.
It looked really bad.
It did look really bad. I think at the part where he said, you know what I'm saying, where his arm got stiff, you know what I'm saying? I think that was the part that really shook the world. But yeah, I'm really upset that Azeez got hurt. You know, I really do. You know me, I love Azeez. I love Azeez's game. I think it's unfortunate that 3 games, you know, they got 5 games left. 3 of them, they're not gonna have their leader, their green dot. I think he's the green dot on their defense. I think they're not gonna have him. It's gonna suck. Isn't Devin White playing for the Texans now too? Didn't he get picked up by the Texans?
I have no idea.
I think he might have got picked up by the Texans because I know the Eagles released him after like week 5. I think the Texans might have picked him up, but I haven't seen him on the defense. I haven't seen him in any lineups. He does, right?
Yeah, he hasn't played yet, though.
Okay.
Damn, look at his fall off.
Right. What the hell happened?
I don't know.
He went the year that they won the Super Bowl. He was, I think, wasn't he there?
Him and
David.
What's your name? Lavonte David was the best linebacker in the league.
Yeah, I think didn't they both have 100 tackles that year?
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he had 100 tackles that year.
Lavonte David was running sideline to sideline, and Devin White was running sideline to sideline, and Lavonte was strapping Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
He had 1 tackle last week.
I think that Devin White?
Yeah. He has 10 tackles this year.
I'm about to see.
That's crazy. I don't know what happened.
Let's see. Stat head.
while you're looking that up.
Yeah, he had a combined total of 128. Yeah, he had 128.
That year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know they both ain't had one title. That's crazy.
That'd be crazy, but it's not impossible though. I think Bobby Okereke and he changed his name. What is his name now? Shaq. I know it's like Shaq something. Shaq Leonard.
Harry Leonard?
Yeah, he changed his name. He changed his name to Shaq now. Yeah. I thought they had 100 tackles the last year that they were together.
What year was that? 21?
Yeah.
97, so he
damn near. So yeah, I mean, shit, that was a nasty tandem right there. Hopefully the Texans get it together. I mean, I don't want to see them. They're not going to miss the playoffs. They're going to win their division. I don't think the Colts win their. Well, I don't know. That's going to come down to the wire, man. Colts have.
They beat them twice already.
We're going to talk about it in a second. We'll get to that in a second. Offensive Rookie of the Year. My three: Bo Nix, Bowers, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels got to pick it up because Bo Nix is coming.
Bo Nix is hawking that ass. hey, everybody was hating on Bo Nix. Oh, Bo Nix, he old.
I gave him credit.
Bo Nix is getting old.
He is old as shit, but
seasoned. We call that seasoned. Okay, we call that marinated. We call that
30-year-old rookie and shit.
We call that marinated. He's 26.
That's 30.
He's 26. Him and Michael Penix the same age. I think Michael Penix will be starting soon too. But that's for another day. Brock Bowers is having one of the greatest, I think, if not the greatest freshman rookie tight end seasons of all time. I think if he was on a better team, or if they were winning games,
quarterback,
he'd be considered. Hey man, Brock Bowers is he gonna be nice.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas say Oakland don't got no weapons. They don't got a receiver, but
they don't have no. I don't want to say. Yeah, they don't have a dominant receiver. They don't have Jacoby Myers is getting the job done for them for right now. Just not. just not. He not your top guy. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna have a JJ, Jamar Chase, and them. But he's getting the job done for them. I think they had enough. They had enough to beat Kansas City on Friday. I don't know what the hell happened.
Oakland can get busy this year.
This offseason?
If they draft right, bro, they could be like they could be the Heat.
They have a lot of cap.
So fast.
They have a lot of cap. They have $1 million in dead cap.
They cap Max, bro. Keep Max, bro.
And they have $1 million in dead cap that they got to pay off. Then they got 11 picks in the draft. They're like top 5 in like salary cap next year. This is why if you're a Giants fan, and we're at 2, Jacksonville's at 1, and Raiders are at 3, and
Raiders are fucking trying to get that one spot.
They will jump the hell out of us for that one spot to get Shador. And I know a lot of Giants fans that want Shador. You are scared. You need the Raiders to win another game. You need them to win another game. Which is possible. I think they would have won that game on Friday. I think they should have won that game on Friday. They were walking Kansas City down. I'm not a rule expert. I'm not a rule analyst. I really don't. I don't know what the hell happened. It was just miscommunication. Kansas City got the ball back.
He said he went to snap it, but like when he called for the snap, he looked up and he snapped the ball. That's his fault.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. So yeah, I think my for right now, for me, it's Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix is that guy.
I think Bo Nix will come down a little bit.
I think Bo Nix,
especially if they make the playoffs. Bo Nix.
Commanders are gonna make the playoffs too. So, but we're about to talk about that in a second, though. I don't want to get too distracted. I think for me, it's going to be Bo Nix. I think Jaden Daniels, if he can close out the way I think he can, then maybe. But his schedule is a lot harder. I think he has two more harder games than which the Commanders do. I mean, the Broncos.
Their numbers are look.
Yeah, they do. Bo Nix is up there. Is getting up there in them touchdowns though. He getting up there in them touchdowns.
Yeah, he is.
He's doing his damn thing. Shout out to Bo Nix, man. Oregon alumni, man. Sko Ducks. You know the vibes. Next question. This is where shit get hot. Hot take right now. I wish I had like one of those soundboards. I'm gonna get one. Who are the fraud of the NFL? Give me two. Give me one in the NFC, one in the AFC. Who are the frauds in the NFL? Who are the frauds in the NFL this year?
Cardinals and Vikings.
That's two NFC. Give me one NFC, one AFC.
I don't really think AFC has any frauds. I think everybody is what they are. Define a fraud. Like, what's a fraud like?
Their record doesn't define them.
In a good way or bad way? Bad way?
Bad way. Like, are the Chiefs? They're 11-1. Are they frauds? Is there 11-1 a real 11-1?
You can't call it Chiefs frauds. They're bad.
Are the Bills frauds? They're 9-2, 9-3. Are they frauds? 10-2. Excuse me. Are they frauds with their 10-2 record? Who's next? The Steelers. Are the Steelers frauds, even though they just put up 40 in Cincinnati? But you guys also did put up 40 in Cincinnati as well.
Cincinnati just let anybody score. You score.
Are the Steelers frauds? Are the Texans frauds? Are the Ravens frauds? Chargers, Denver. Those are the top 7 right now. Those are the top 7.
I think everybody is what they is. If anything, like, I don't want to be no hater or anything, but like, yeah, I'm just like, do I think the Bills are 10-2 good? No, but they are.
Why?
I feel like the only good team they beat is the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are like,
Okay.
I'm just not behind it. Like, I'm just not behind it, bro. Like, I'm not selling what the Bills are doing.
They have another game coming up. I don't think it's going to be this weekend that defines it, but I think it's going to be the following.
I don't think they're frauds, though. You know what I mean? I just don't think, like,
my frauds of the both of them, if I'm looking at this correctly, I think we have Philly, we have Detroit. I think they're solidified. I think they are, well, yeah, I think they're solidified. I think those are the top 2 teams in the NFC. Then you have Minnesota, and then you have Arizona. You have Seattle.
I think both of them are frauds.
You have Commanders. I'm just trying to, let's see. Seahawks, Falcons, Commanders, Bucks, Cardinals, Rams. I think the Rams and the Cardinals, their records are who they are. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're portraying any more than who they are supposed to be, just like you said. The Bucks, I think they are who they are. Commanders, that one is a little bit of a toss-up.
They beat up on bad teams.
Yeah. That one's a little bit of a toss-up. I don't think they've beaten any team with a winning record this year. I think all the teams that they have beaten they've been at under 500.
Oh, yeah.
Falcons, I think
NFC has way more frauds than AFC.
Yeah, I mean, this is for the AFC. I feel like the AFC was more defined than the NFC this year. I think the NFC has been a dogfight, which I like to see that in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? Everybody clawing at it. Like the AFC, it was just like, I feel like this year for the AFC, it was like a cakewalk almost. You know what I'm saying? It felt like it was a cakewalk because you have What?
I
Let's
feel
see.
though, but like
The AFC East
I
is
feel the
one.
AFC is more competitive though.
Not really, because you have two teams.
Like,
No, actually, no. You have two teams that have clinched their division and clinched their spots in the playoff already. In the NFC, nobody
I
has
guess I'm
clinched their
screaming
spot.
top. I guess I would say the three best teams.
In the NFC, nobody has clinched yet. Nobody.
Yeah, you're right. Detroit can clinch 10-1.
Because the Eagles are right there at 10-2.
They clinched the playoff spot.
And then they still have to play the Packers. They still have to play. They still got a couple division games left. I think they still have to win. Like they have to win their division. Nobody threatens the
NFC,
Chiefs.
NFC is deeper. You're right.
Yeah.
I think AFC is more top heavy, but NFC altogether is deeper.
I think my fraud for the NFC would have to be. I want to say the Packers.
Packers are good though.
I
And they beating the Eagle on the place, beating me like, oh. How could you say them over Arizona though? That's my thing.
Because Arizona is they are who they are. They're a 6-6 team. You know what I'm saying? Before the season started, everybody was like, "Oh, this Packers team could be the division winners. Packers team could be Super Bowl contenders." For me personally, I don't see that. Personally, for me, I don't see.
I don't think they were.
But I can't be hypocritical. Hold on, wait, because somebody's gonna clip me and say that I'm being hypocritical. I'm going to repeat myself. I feel like if you make the playoffs, and I stand on this, if you make the playoffs, because every game is 50-50 in the playoffs. Because if you win that game, you move on. If you lose that game, you don't. Okay? There's no next week in the playoffs. Okay? Everybody that makes the playoffs, they are technically contending for what? A Super Bowl. So for me, if you make it, you are technically a Super Bowl contender. There's been teams that have been the last seed and have made it to the Super Bowl before. Right or wrong?
Yes, but I don't think you count every team equally. But that's just me.
I mean, not every team. I mean, obviously the 7th seed isn't as good as the 1 seed. Obviously, the rest of it would be like the 1 seed.
It depends though, because like team catch fire, and if the team catch fire,
that's what I'm saying.
You can look, you can be like, man, they look better than the 1 seed right now.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. They could be contenders. I think everybody could be contenders. But I think that they can also be frauds. Like that year that the Steelers went 11-0, and then they somehow, some way went on a 8-game losing streak and didn't win another game for the rest of the year. For me, I called it early. I thought they were frauds. This year, I think it's the same thing with the Steelers. I feel like the Steelers. I want to say the right thing here. The Steelers are a great defensive
They will not beat themselves. You have to beat the Steelers.
You have to beat the Steelers.
The Steelers will not beat themselves. The Ravens, they will beat themselves.
But the Steelers, I don't know, man. I just feel like
I don't think because they beat us on field goal. Can't do that.
Yeah, and then
but at the same time, I can see them doing this. Just them, because they the Steelers. They'll do shit like that.
I don't know, man. I just don't trust them. You know what I'm saying? Like 5 games left in the season, I really don't know if they're going to win y'all division. Now at the same time, I don't know if y'all are going to win y'all division with 5 games left in the season. So do I count y'all as frauds too? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Number 1 team, number 1 offense in the league, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's for me. I feel like for right now, for me, I felt like it's the Steelers because Jameis Winston can't come into your Jameis Winston can't beat you. You can't let Jameis Winston beat you. Now
he beat us.
He did beat y'all. But again, y'all beat yourselves.
Gardner Minshew beat us.
That's you know what I'm saying? So are y'all frauds? Who knows? Are you guys the frauds of the AFC? You know what I'm saying?
I think this is me being completely unbiased about the Ravens right now. I believe we are exactly what our record says we are. A middle of the pack team. Can we play on our best day? We can beat anybody. On our worst day, anybody can beat us. So, I mean, I don't know what that means right now. I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, that's what makes me mad. Because we can beat any team in the NFL, but then we can fuck around and lose. Not to any team, but I think a team that has the recipe to beat us are all like good defense, a pass rush. If you have a pass rush, and like, what did I say? And like, a pass rush, what we lose to every team that has like a good pass, like the Chiefs.
Look at the. Let's just name the teams y'all lost to: the Chiefs, then the Raiders.
Chiefs, Chris Jones, Raiders, Matt Crosby, Steelers, we know the Steelers got, and Browns, they got. If you have a good pass rush,
and the Eagles,
like not even good, like elite, you can give us problems. Other than that, I'm not really too worried about you. Because like you see how the Broncos got the best defense, but they don't have like a consistent elite pass rush, so we just picked them apart.
Yeah.
The Chargers.
That brings me to my next question. That brings me to my next question. You guys are on a bye week after the loss to Philly. We heard a couple comments from Lamar saying that he should have.
I think we're gonna see a different Lamar besides.
I think we now see selfish Lamar. I think we see.
Yeah,
I think we see a selfish Lamar, and I see pros and cons to it because I feel like the pros is that, I mean, it's gonna open up the offense a lot more.
I don't think we see selfish. I think we see more proactive. Like, I still think he's gonna be looking to pass. But at some point, when he still just go.
Yeah, and
it's because we need it to. Like,
but that's why I feel like that there's gonna be a con. I feel like there will be a time where where he'll take the running lane, but he does have an open guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he this is what I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't get into like that 2019 mindset.
I think he's aggressive. Where if you're open, he's gonna throw it.
Yeah.
But I think I feel like he's waiting for people to get open.
That's what he said. He said, I was going through my progressions, waiting for these routes to develop.
If he's not, don't wait. If you run it and you're outside the pocket, just go.
That's what I'm thinking.
But if you see somebody, get him. So
but he's made some of his best plays this year, letting those routes develop outside of the pocket.
Right. Fact.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, is it like, I want to see him run. I've said it all year. I said it even in the preseason. I said when he cut his weight down. I said if we
I think that's why. My fault. Go ahead.
I said if we get 2019 Lamar, and we get 2023 Lamar, and we put them into the same player, we will see the greatest offense and the greatest football player to touch grass.
But I think he's kind of doing that this year.
I don't know. I feel like by now he would have 800 rushing yards. By now he should have 800 rushing yards. In my opinion, by now, with the lanes that he's had open and the times that he could have scrambled, he should have well over 800 rushing yards by now.
But you see, when he wants to run, you see how easy it is.
Yeah.
When he wants to run, he runs.
And I think now that's what's going to change. I think the Giants, I'm sorry, New York, it's about to be a murder scene.
You guys have the defense to make it difficult for us.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are not playing, so.
Yeah, that's like with Dex alone, you got two. You got interior and outside, so that's like.
Yeah, well, Dex isn't playing, so.
Okay.
Dex isn't playing, and I mean when Dex isn't on the field, teams average like 7 to 8 yards per carry. So
yeah, makes sense.
So
I love Dex. That was where I used to like. That was literally what I used to watch and be like, man, if I can be that nigga.
I love it. Yeah. So before we get off topic about the Ravens, Harbaugh said that he wasn't making any changes to Harbaugh said he wasn't making any changes to the O-line.
To the O-line?
During the bye week. He said during the bye week. For me, I look too closely into words. He said he's not making any changes during the bye week. I would like to see Ben Cleveland get on the field. I think Falele kind of like You know, I was
You know, we're just like,
I was so optimistic about Falele. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing progression. I'm seeing good, things from
but
him.
our line has gotten better though. Let's make that statement.
Yeah.
Since that bullshit I seen against the Chiefs to now, we have gotten so much better.
But I feel like the Eagles kind of made like y'all would take a steps forward, but then I seen that game, like the Eagles game.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That rhinoceros nigga, he's a different guy.
Jalen Carter is a monster, but I don't know. Falele stood out to
Not
me
a lot
this
of
week.
teams have two defensive tackles like that, like big rhinoceros niggas. Like I mean,
Nah,
and then Jalen Carter is moving.
he is moving. Well, I
Jordan
thought it was
Davis is
6'3",
just,
6'4".
but he can move though.
He can move. He can move.
And Jordan Davis is just a big. Yeah, you know what Jordan Davis is.
Yeah.
Ain't too many teams gonna approach that problem.
So, again, do you want to see Ben Cleveland get some snaps? Do you want to see him get some reps? Is it too late in the
I
season?
feel as though if he was good enough, he would have been in there.
Is it too late in the season to do that though?
It's never too late. But like I was saying, he was good enough.
Will that mess up the O-line chemistry, taking Falele out and putting in Cleveland?
Maybe not.
I don't know. I've never played O-line, so I really don't. I'm not O-line expertise. Hopefully, I can get an O-lineman in here so they can guide us on that. One day, shit, almost fell.
I mean, I played O-line a little bit. I would say maybe one person isn't too crazy. But like I said, you do build chemistry. Like you know how this person blocks a double team, so you know how his icks, his bad. So when you got to over help, when you don't have to help. So I mean that does play a part. But if the other guy's better, then you got to go with the other guy. But I don't know if Ben Cleveland that showed he's better because Falele has been bad. So why didn't they put Cleveland in?
That's
so
true.
Cleveland got to be showing. You know what I mean?
If they're benching guys on defense, I would imagine that they would bench guys on offense too, especially
Exactly.
with you guys
And
having
we
that
paying
kind
guys
of
that are
offense.
making money.
Yeah.
We're benching a guy that's one of the highest paid safeties in the league. He's not playing anymore.
Okay, I got you. All right.
But this is what I will say: the Ravens win the Super Bowl when we're in the wild card.
I did see that.
So I'm saying every single time.
I seen that.
Every single time. So like I said, it's not how you start. If we hit the playoffs,
if y'all could get the ground running if y'all could catch heat right now after this bye week,
I don't care what spot we're in.
I think I would like it. I do care about matchups though. I do care about matchups. I don't think
I do too.
I don't want to see a third division game.
Me neither.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to.
That's what it got to be.
Especially in Pittsburgh. I do not want to see a third division game in Pittsburgh. I don't. But it would be great for the story, though. Oh my God, it would be great for the story.
That's what I'm saying. If
it would be great for the story. It would be so lovely for the story.
What we going on the road to? We had the Broncos at one time. Beat Peyton Manning, beat Tom Brady. If we got to go on the road, then that's just what we got to do.
So I just want to switch it over to New York a little bit. We gotta dial it up to New York because there's some tension and some things. Not tension, but it's some news. It's some news rising up over there. Dex is out. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be out for the remainder of the year. He probably won't play that last game. He's on IR. He probably won't come back for the rest of the year. Lots of Giants fans are saying blow it up. Did I say this last week? Lots of Giants fans saying blow it up, start over. Trade, flip Dexter Lawrence. Yeah, flip Dexter, flip Brian Burns, or flip Kayvon. Aziz is better than Kayvon. I heard that yesterday, and it just made me.
When did Aziz start playing edge?
He's been playing edge since he got to us. And.
Oh, I'm thinking about Aziz. Okay.
What people don't like, Ojulari
probably is better than Kayvon.
He's a better pass rusher. But when as a run stopper, thank you. And I think that's what people.
That's why in that chat when they was calling Kayvon a speed rusher, I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, I think. Listen,
Kayvon has never been a speed rusher to me. He's been more of a power guy.
I think so too. I think he is a straight, vertical guy. He's not a bend guy. Because he's not a stand up guy. He's a hand in the dirt, go straight through your chest type of guy, and that's okay. That's what he was. Yeah,
okay hand.
And he's right there. He sets the edge. So this is my thing. I don't understand how people can be so upset about the regression. I don't even want to call it regression. Last year, he had 11.5 sacks last year.
I'll kick Kayvon in. Third down, I'll kick him in a D-3 technique. And like him and Ojulari, now you got Ojulari, Dex, and BB.
But is he strong enough to get by the guards? Yeah. To get by guards?
Yeah. And quick enough.
I think I would have 5. I would get another guy and add 5, and I would have 5 on the field.
Nah, that DB is not that deep. Yeah,
Go get him
back there.
I mean, my line, but they fast enough. Those guys is fast. Who's blocking Dex 1-on-1?
That's what I'm saying is, if you tell me you put what's his name?
Burns?
Nah.
Azeez Ojulari?
Nah.
Kayvon?
You put him in a 3 technique against a guard that's slow. What? Kayvon can. And Kayvon got okay hands.
I don't understand where the hate would come from for a guy who just came off his second year, and in his second year he had 11.5 sacks.
I mean, but he's supposed to be like he's a top 5 pick. You know what they expect. The pass rush, the top 5 pick, they expect you to be Myles Garrett.
But then, when you have a guy like Azeez, they're saying, oh, Azeez is better. He's done more while being on the time that Kayvon's missed. Well, you just said it right there. Kayvon has been missed. So, you know what I'm saying? If Kayvon's playing, you feel me? Like,
no. But when he's playing, does he give you Myles Garrett vibes?
No, he doesn't.
Well, that's
not everybody's Myles Garrett, though.
But you spend the top 5 pick on the pass rusher.
That is true. That is true. But at the time,
that's what I'm saying.
He was the top 5 pass rusher in that draft class.
Yeah, I'm with you, but I'm saying that's.
It was between him or Aiden.
That's why the Chase. Nah, he's not in that draft, is he?
Yeah, Aiden went first.
Nah, Trayvon Walker.
Or Trayvon Walker went first. Aiden went second or third.
Second. He's fourth.
He's better than Trayvon.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
Trayvon ran at 40 and they said, get that guy.
You know what I'm saying? For me, I feel like they're talking about we're not going to pay don't pay Kayvon, trade him and get a second for him, stock up on the draft, keep Azeez,
it's like
pay
Chase
Azeez.
Young. You got Chase Young. Chase Young had one good year. Rookie year, 10 sacks, got hurt.
But Kayvon didn't have an ACL injury on him. Chase had an ACL injury, and he was.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say Kayvon is lazy, because if I seen from what I've seen from Kayvon is he put on weight to be bigger on the D line. He did all the necessary things to be better. And this year is just not our year. When you're a defensive lineman. You played on the line. When your defense is on the field all damn game, how many stops do you think y'all can freaking get if y'all offense ain't keeping y'all off the field to keep y'all energy up, to keep y'all stamina?
Eventually, the dam will break.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So people don't take that into consideration. I don't think you break this D line.
Manager versus Wild.
I don't think you break up this D line after 1 year. I don't think you do it. I don't think you do it. Because next year, this isn't the year that we have to pay Kayvon. It would be next year. And if he doesn't perform next year, that would be the year that I'd be like, all right, wash my hands with you. I'll let you go. You know what I'm saying? That way, Yeah,
I keep him, and I'm trying to tell you, y'all guarantee next year you'll see more third down packages with Azeez on the field.
And that's if we keep Azeez, because we offered Azeez a contract extension, and I think Joe Shane probably lowballed him, and he said no. So I hope, he's probably going to walk for free, because he'll be a free agent after this year.
Yeah, he's gone.
Probably leaving, which sucks.
I thought he got him. But he's gone.
Yeah, he's leaving, especially if we don't get new management in here. And that's why I keep saying we need to get these two guys.
Who are y'all paying?
Who are we paying? We
Brian Burns, Dex, and who?
AT.
Andrew Thomas.
We playing Bobby.
How much is Bobby making?
I don't know. It's not crazy. It's
He
not a
not
crazy
making
amount.
more than Roquan, right?
No, hell no. Hell no, 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 no. He's like, I think he, I want to say he's like between that 5 and 8 spot. Singletary is making, I think he's on a 3
So
year.
that's really it.
Yeah.
Andrew Thomas.
Oh, and Daniel, we're still paying Daniel.
I still put you on cat now.
Yeah, so right
Andrew
now
Thomas,
we're looking at like 60 million in cap next year.
Dex, and Aziz. I mean Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna pay Aziz.
And
what is he
Slayton
want,
too.
though?
6. Yeah, that's the thing. You've missed time, a lot of time. You've missed a significant amount of time.
The little $6 million, I'm not counting that. I'm talking about big money.
Yeah, he's not getting big money. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We would offer. I would, if anything, I'm offering a 2-year deal. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't offer him anything more than that because, like, if I'm looking at it from like,
really 1 year, prove it for real.
yeah, because like you haven't stayed. My biggest problem with you is you're not staying healthy. You know what I'm saying? If it's a repeated pattern with you. 1 year you only played 8 games. Another year you only played 11. Another year you only played 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need more than that from you if I'm going to give you guaranteed money. That's how I would feel. That's how I feel. And if you don't want that, then I can find somebody in free agency that'll take the same amount. And I can get the same amount of production from them. Essentially, I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't, what everybody's seeing from Aziz, I would love to see more of it. I seen what everybody else seen, but I would like to see more. You feel me? I feel like it's not enough. For what everybody's all hype about, I mean, at the end of the day, we're 2-9, 2-10. So.
Right, his fault.
It's not his fault, but I'm saying, like, your little 5 sacks, how much did it contribute to our record?
Bitches.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, as long as I don't want to keep like being like a broken record, Joe Shane and Brian Daboll cannot be on this roster. They cannot have their hands on this roster come April.
So who is?
Honestly, I would love Joe Douglas to come in. I would love to have a guy like Joe Douglas come in.
So you want to fire both of them?
Oh yeah. You can't bring one without the other. You can't bring one without the other. I'm sorry. You can't have one without the other. And I think right now the locker room is too far gone. I think the locker room is too far gone.
Yeah, he wouldn't believe me in that bitch dragging.
Yeah, I think the locker room is too far gone for you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's unfortunate that Daboll, you know, y'all use Daniel Jones as the scapegoat. I mean, now you got to be the scapegoat. And then, you know, John Mara, you're going to have to make Joe Shane the scapegoat. So those guys are going to have to go. And the whole coaching staff can go with them. The whole coaching staff. Wipe the whole slate clean. The whole slate clean.
Right. So who you want to bring in?
As far as head coach, if 49ers and Kyle Shanahan go their separate ways, give me Kyle. I don't think so. But give me Kyle. You know, there's a lot of guys that'll be up for the. I would love to have Aaron Glenn, from Detroit. Yeah, I would like to have either one of them, Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn. Preferably, I wouldn't even say who I prefer. I would love to give Robert Saleh another chance, if not a head coach, then a defensive coordinator. Spags. If he's looking for a head coaching job, I would love to give him a shot. I'm leaning more towards the defensive coordinator side, like defensive-minded head coach. I'm leaning towards that. B-Flow, I would love to give B-Flow a shot. I'm leaning towards that more than like the offensive mind, because I feel like the offensive guys, they get too handsy. You feel me? I feel like they get too horny to take over and do something. Relax.
But you got to go get an offensive mind then. During the offense.
I feel like offensive coordinator.
Like, you know what worked well? I think how Dan Quinn got, what's his name?
Ben Johnson.
No. Not Motor City Dan. Dan Quinn. Who he get?
Oh, Dan Quinn.
Oh,
Dan
cool.
Quinn. I'm sorry. Cliff Kingsbury.
What's the Cardinals?
Cliff Kingsbury.
That's. I think Cliff Kingsbury as a head coach.
Yes, I said that a couple weeks ago. I said that some coaches are not meant to be head coaches. It's like some coordinators are not meant. You're meant to be a coordinator. You're not meant to be a head coach, and that's okay. Yeah, and that's okay. Yeah. That's okay. You know, some guys are not meant to be HCs. And that's okay. Some guys are not meant to be straight coordinators. Maybe you are meant to be a head coach. Like, I don't know how Dan Quinn will perform as a coordinator. But I know as a head coach, he's damn good. Well, no, not Dan Quinn. Dan Campbell. Sorry, Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Robert Saleh. He didn't do so well as a head coach, but I think he'd be a damn good coordinator.
Like that.
Yeah.
Offensive mind, young offensive mind.
Mike Vrabel would be a good head coach. I would like Mike
Vrabel and give him a young offensive mind.
I love Mike Vrabel. I would love Mike Vrabel. I think
man, get Lincoln Riley. Go get Lincoln Riley. He tired. He don't want to be coach no more.
He tired of losing. He's tired of losing.
Lincoln Riley.
I wouldn't mind Lincoln Riley. But is Lincoln Riley using that USC money, though? Is he leaving that USC money? I know that
he is tired. USC is getting beat.
I like Lincoln Riley.
No, they in the
Big Ten.
Right?
Big Ten.
Yeah, man, it's about to get real hard for niggas.
You know who brought up a good? Somebody said Dan Lanning. I was like, I would love Dan Lanning to be my head coach, but I don't think he's NFL ready yet.
Fuck Dan Lanning.
I don't. Yo, stop playing with my man, yo. Stop playing with my man. Stop playing with my mans. I don't
think he'd be like a low key Motor City Dan.
Yeah, I love Dan Lanning. I love Dan. What's up with the Dans this year? Why are they so motivational this year? Is it the year of Dans? Is it the year of Dans? Dan Quinn, Dan Lanning, Dan Campbell. It's the year of Dans.
Dan Lanning. Fuck that nigga.
I love Dan Lanning, man, but I don't think he would.
Play for Dan Lanning, though.
Yeah, I would run through.
No, I wouldn't think that man that bad.
Yeah.
He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Shout out to bro, though, for real. Fuck you, but shout out to bro.
Defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh would be a guy that's looking for a second chance at a job. Robert Saleh would be that guy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I like Vrave as like the overall leader.
Yeah. Damn, that's a crazy ass coaching staff. Hold on, Vrabel, Riley, and Saleh. Oh, don't get me excited. Don't get me excited. Don't get me excited. No, because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
We just talking out our ass.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. That would be lit. That would be very lit.
But I really think, like, Lincoln Riley, he tired of you. Like, I really think you might be able to, like, get Lincoln. Especially, you got to get y'all get the quarterback that you want.
I hope that we get him before, like, I think, because if Cliff Kingsbury takes, like, a head coaching job somewhere.
He don't want no head coaching job no more. He learned this.
If he does, though, if the Bears offer him, if the Bears come knocking, hey, I get to coach with my former quarterback. I know him better than anybody else. I had him for 2.5, 3 years.
Cliff. Lincoln.
That's true.
Lincoln had bro, too.
That is true.
But I think he played his best ball in the Cliff.
Yeah, he did.
Him and Lincoln, low-key. I think they low-key like Taylor was doing that fuck one. And he like, man, fuck him, she talking about.
Would Cliff be great for Shador, though?
It depends. Shador needs somebody that's like... Shador is more of a mind.
He's a cerebral guy.
A lot of people, yeah. Everybody else, they want athletic quarterback. Shador is real cerebral.
Well, Lincoln's quarterback this year, what was his name? Riley? No, was it Riley?
Moss.
Riley Moss. He was a pocket passing QB.
He's ass.
He was ass, but I wouldn't say he was ass. He started off the year really good. He started off the year really good. He started the year really good. So, I mean, for me, the first couple, I wouldn't say, like, the fall off was, like, needs to be studied, but I think he started off the year really strong, especially opening up beating LSU, right? Didn't they open up beat LSU? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think he was the game-winning drive. He ran the game-winning drive. Yeah. I think he's solid. I think he's solid.
They went to a different. He got benched, I think.
Yeah,
He's ass.
I did like Riley Leonard, but I think I would like Lincoln for Shador because I just think if we look at the top play callers in college football, it's Lane Kiffin, Lincoln Riley.
I don't know, bro, but I think
Ryan
It's
Day.
Shador, like you gotta be able to connect with Shador at a different level. That's why I think him and Pat Sherman really fucked with each other.
Yeah,
I
but
think, don't get me wrong, you're gonna have a good offense regardless because they're both good coordinators. But like for it to work,
I don't like Pat
I got
Shermer.
really like, you know what I mean? You gotta be one of them ones.
I
And I
don't,
don't know, Ray Lincoln might not be a little, you know what I mean?
I don't like Pat
Might be
too
a little
much.
stuck up.
I don't like him too much, but yeah, I would. That would be a beautiful coaching staff, though. I would love that. And then for GMs, I mean, I'm not really too like strongly educated about GMs. I mean, somebody did say, I heard somebody say earlier today that like, you know,
Even the black nigga trip.
Brandon Brown, but then they said that that would be a good candidate, but then somebody rebutted and said, yeah, but he's also too close to the infection. So would you want to keep him around?
But he knows where niggas fucked up at, though.
That is true. I think he is going to get an interview if John Mara can do the right thing, which I hope he does. And give him a shot. See what happens with it. I don't think you could go wrong. Well, no, you can go wrong. Give him an interview. Interview some other guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like if the Jets had a better coaching staff and they didn't let Aaron Rodgers make all those damn decisions, they would be a better team. Because there's no way that you have they have, like, if you look at their team before they got all these FAs, they were strictly drafted. Like Brees Hall, drafted. Who else? Garrett, drafted. Sauce, drafted. Jermaine Johnson, drafted. Bryce Huff, drafted. You know what I'm saying?
All in the same time.
All in the same. You know what I'm saying? And then over
my God, that GM, he's like
Joe Douglas.
GM, like, nigga, I did my job.
Yeah, Joe Douglas really did the damn thing, and I would love to see Joe Douglas go to New York. He made some really good power moves. I just think, you know, the Aaron Rodgers hiccup was. It didn't go as expected. It didn't go as expected.
You have to, if Aaron wants something, you kind of have to give it to him.
Yeah, it's like it didn't go as expected. I think the Achilles was a permanent effect.
I
think the Achilles was a permanent effect. But I got one last thing. Teams that may potentially not make the AFC or make the playoffs, and we could close out on that.
More things.
I got Broncos, Colts, and Dolphins. And I'm gonna just read you these last games for each team. Broncos have
teams that are not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, teams that may not make the playoffs. We got Broncos. I got them at the bottom, but they're in the. I've seen that they were in the hunt. So, and I'm looking at their schedule. I mean,
technically they're still in the hunt though. But
yeah. So the Broncos have the Colts, the Chargers, Cincy, and Chiefs at the end. Home versus the Chiefs. I think that
they're about to win at least 3-4 more games.
I think they could beat I think they're gonna beat the Colts.
Colts picking up steam though, but they are right now. Is that 2-3 in a row?
Yeah, I think they could beat the Colts. Chargers is a toss-up because of the division game. Cincy at this point, if they're not making the playoffs, they're playing spoiler.
Just get a draft pick, bro.
And then Chiefs. If the Chiefs lock the 1 seed by then, I think they play their. They're playing their bench. So I think they would get that win. So I think the Broncos make it. I think they keep their 7th seed. I think they play.
I think the Broncos make I think they get their 7th seed though.
And if they get the 7th seed, that means they play Buffalo at the 2 seed.
Buffalo gonna blow the doors off the niggas.
You think so? I don't know. They got the corners, man.
What the Broncos do good. Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm telling you, this year it's really about matchups.
On Amari, shut that nigga down. He gonna be in jail.
Riley Moss is good. The second corner across from PS2.
But I mean, they only got one receiver, so.
That's true. Well, I mean, Keon Coleman's coming around, and then they have
next year.
Khalil Shakir is doing pretty well.
He
hasn't dropped the ball too much, and then.
But if you stop their run, it's gonna get bad. That's why I like us against Buffalo. I love that matchup, and they can't stop our run. And Buffalo.
Their excuse is that they were missing 8 starters on defense that game. Not 8 starters, not on defense, on both sides of the ball. A total of 8 starters.
Who they get? So who gonna come back from now?
I know Bernard is back. I know Benford is back. Teron Johnson is back. That's 3. Milano is back. That's 4.
Mr. Milano. That's probably the biggest one I get. And Johnson's solid.
Ed Oliver, I think, didn't play that game too. And Von Miller didn't play that game. That's 7 right, or that's 6 right there. Yeah, I don't know who the 7th one is though.
Von Miller's 40.
That is true.
Get him the fuck out of here. That's fuck around there. Achilles fucking with Lamar. Now I want to play them so bad in the playoff. I want to go to Buffalo, to KC. That get back got to be up. I want to taste it. So
don't get clipped. Don't get clipped.
I mean, you get clipped, but I want to taste that motherfucker.
No Diddy.
Your fucking house, yo.
No Diddy. Colts. They have at the Broncos, at the Giants versus the Titans. They can easily they can easily win 3 of their last 4 games. They got Broncos, at Giants, at home versus Titans, home versus Jags. They can easily win 3 of their next 4.
Hell yeah.
I think they will. And that'll.
Do you think they're gonna beat the Broncos for that 7th spot?
Potentially, yeah. Broncos need to win at least 2 more games. You also need to win.
What's
2
the
more
coach
games.
record?
Huh?
What's the coach record? Cold as shit.
I know they're like 7 losses, I think.
What's the Broncos record? 7-5?
8 and
They
5.
just won 8-5?
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, Colts got some catch up. They're going to have to win. It's really if they lose this next game because the Broncos kind of clipped.
Let's see where they're at. Colts are 6 and 7. So yeah, if they win the next 3 out of the 4, they'll be 9 and 8. Does 9 and 8 make the playoffs? They could be. Well, they won't even. It won't even be like the 7th spot. I don't think, because then that means the Texans would have to. Looking at the Texans, let's see their record.
What are they, 8-5?
They're 8-5. They can also go 9.
Twice,
yeah, but they could also go. Well, that's true. I was gonna say they could also go 9 and 8.
Now Texas gonna get at least 2 more wins. They're gonna be a 10-win team.
Let's see. I didn't write them down because I didn't think about it. So they got the Dolphins. They got
Dolphins, Ravens.
They got the Dolphins. Then they have the Chiefs. Then they have the Ravens. Then they have the Titans. Now between the Ravens, the Titans, and the Chiefs. No, that's it. They don't play the Steelers this year.
You said they got who?
They got Dolphins, Chiefs, Ravens, Titans. But the 3 games, those first 3 games are within 10 days.
That's not good.
No, yeah, it's the same thing for you guys. You guys have 3 games in 10 days. You guys play on the 15th, the 21st, and the 25th. I think it's the Giants, the Steelers, and the Texans. Yeah, in that order.
Well, the Giants are not a football team, so holy cow.
Well, yeah.
Who we play on Christmas?
Texans. At Texans.
After the Steelers?
After the Steelers.
Yeah, that's really on the team.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys cannot lose 1 more game. You guys have to win out the rest of the year.
Nah, we can lose, but
I don't think so.
Well, so if we lose, we're not going to make the playoffs?
Well, no, because I think at 11 and 6 you can make the playoffs. But I don't think
we will make the playoffs.
I don't think at 10 and 7 you'll make the playoffs though.
Yes, we will.
I don't think so.
All right, so you told me to go 10 and 7, we're not going to make the playoffs?
You got the Chargers that's at that 6th spot. The Broncos that's at that.
We beat them.
And then the Colts might be able to catch up with y'all.
Nah, Colts ain't going to win 4 games.
Never know.
I'm go 10 and 7. I don't want to. I'm just saying that we still can make playoffs though.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, and it's great that we beat the Chargers and the Colts. And the Broncos. So we got ties against both of them.
And then in the NFC, we have the Seahawks, the Falcons, Commanders, Bucks, Cardinals, Rams. That race is insane. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-team race, and all 6 teams play one another. Seahawks play the Cardinals again. Falcons play the Commanders. Commanders have both Philly and the Falcons. Bucks play the Chargers, the Cowboys. Cardinals play the Seahawks, the Rams, and the 49ers. They still got 3 division games left. And then the Rams, they play the Bills, 49ers, and the Cardinals and the Seahawks. I don't think the Rams make it. I think they have too many O-line problems. I don't think they make it. I think actually the Rams... Oh! That's who I was also thinking of. Sean McVay. Oh, my God. If Sean McVay to come to New York... Ooh! Baby! I would love that. Yeah, I don't see the Rams making it, though, unfortunately. I do have Jared Verse as my defensive player of the year. Defensive rookie of the year. Defensive rookie of the year. I got Jared Verse as defensive rookie of the year. Or Quinyon Mitchell. It's between one of those two. Quinyon has been playing lights out ball. Cardinals. Let me look at the Bucks. Bucks at Raiders, W. Bucks versus Raiders, W. Bucks at Chargers, L. No. I don't know, man. I feel like the Chargers... If you let Ladd McConkey beat you, what the hell does that say about you, dog? And that's no disrespect to Ladd McConkey, but that's literally just one guy. And he's a slot. If you're letting a slot beat you all game, and I don't mean one-on-one. I mean like he is literally giving you work all game. Like it comes to third down, and you can't stop Ladd McConkey on third down. Shout out to Ladd. I love Ladd McConkey, man. Shout out to him. Yeah. So I got
Quentin Johnson last time.
Huh?
I called Quentin Johnson.
Yeah. Shout out to bro though. He's just going through some mental battles. He's just going through some mental battles, bro. Chill. Chill on my man. Chill on my man. Chill on my man. Not too much on my man. Not too much on my man. Bucks at the Cowboys. They're gonna win at least 1, 2. They can make it. I don't think 2 teams from the NFC South make the playoffs. That's what I don't think. I think it's only going to be 1 team from the NFC South making the playoffs, and it's going to be between the Falcons and the Bucks. I think that the Bucks have a better chance at making it than the Falcons have a better chance at making it. I mean, they play the Vikings next. I think that's an L. That'll put them at 6 and 7. But then they play the Raiders, the Giants. That's 2 dubs back to back, I believe. And hopefully the Raiders beat them. I hope the Raiders beat them. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I need Raiders to win one of these damn games. As a matter of fact, no. I hope the Raiders beat the Bucks. That's what I want. I want the Raiders to beat the Bucks, and I want the Falcons to beat the Raiders. I wouldn't be mad if they beat both of them, but that's what I would prefer, though. Well, I'm a Giants fan, and I need them to win so I can get Shador. Falcons, then they have the Commanders, then they have the Panthers. So I think they can win 1, 2, 3 of their last 5, which would put them at 9 and 8. And I think did they sweep the Bucks? I think they swept the Bucks. So, or did they sweep? I don't know. I think they might have the tiebreaker over the Bucks. So I think that would give them the division. And then the Seahawks. Are the Seahawks going to win this division? I think this is between the Seahawks and the Cardinals. I think. Wow, and the Seahawks have a really tough schedule. They have the Cardinals. They have the Cardinals this weekend. Then they have at the Packers, at Minnesota, or no, home for Packers, home for Minnesota, at Chicago, at LA. I think they make the playoffs. I think the playoffs are going to be Detroit, Philly, Seattle, Falcons, and then at 5 will be Minnesota. 6 will be Green Bay. No, 5 will be Green Bay. 6 will be Minnesota. 7 will be Commanders. That's my playoffs. I don't think the Cardinals make it, and I don't think the Rams make it. That's what I think. But we'll have to see. We have plenty of time to find out. For right now, that's all I got. You got anything else? You got another something? You said you had something else?
Travis Hunter for Heisman.
Oh, we already said that. Yeah, that's easy. We've seen Melvin Gordon had 2,000 rushing yards. Didn't Jonathan Taylor also have 2,000 rushing yards?
Yeah, that's all I had to say.
Didn't Ezekiel Elliott also have 2,000 yards from scrimmage? Not from scrimmage.
Maybe that close.
Didn't Trey have 2,000 yards from scrimmage his freshman year?
No.
Somebody had 2,000 yards from scrimmage their freshman year.
But yeah, that's it.
And he plays in the Mountain West. Like, come on now, bro.
Yeah, we good.
Anyways, that's today's show. Hope everybody enjoyed. See you guys on Tuesday.
Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. I hope all your teams win, except if they play against my team. Go Bucks. Go Ravens. Skull Buffs.